Alright guys, so sorry for the look, makeup artist quit this morning, so that was a bit rough, but we'll get through it. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand. What's going on guys, Pickpocket for me here, bringing you some more Funko videos. And today we are going to answer a few questions that I've been getting a lot of. And we're gonna go ahead and start with that. And it's funny, I remember when I first started, I had friends, acquaintances ask me, why are you buying toys? I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, they're collectibles, they're not toys. And they were like, what the hell's a Funko? So I had to let them know that Funko is the name of the company, and hence why they're called Funko Pops. And they're basically vinyl figures, right? And their lines are everywhere. You have movies, TV shows. It's basically pop culture. And I remember when I was a kid and collected comic books and trading cards. This is totally different. I think it's more addicting. It's different in the sense of value, both I say emotionally, monetarily. You can buy a pop for $10 and 6 months down the line they're worth like $200, right? So you have obviously your collectors, you have your what they call flippers, right? And they just buy those $10 pops, or buy loads of them and actually just sell them to collectors that would probably pay those prices for those hard to find pops. So yeah, I kept getting these questions, and I always kept pushing it off and forgetting. Alzheimer's, when it kicks in. What was I doing? No, I'm just kidding. So I guess because these pops are so great that I don't know, it just reminds you of your childhood. Every one you pick up, or a movie that you really loved, or a show, it just, I don't know, it kind of, it's hard to explain, but it kind of lets you hold on to that, right? So I guess collecting pops takes you to a happy place, back to your childhood, or just a happy place. So after explaining it to them and showing them a few videos and stuff like that, they are now collecting. They are hooked. All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna grab my notebook full of questions and kind of put it together here. So let's see. I have one question, and this one is where to. I guess they're saying, where do I start, right? Or how do you start? So how do you start? That's a really good question. Start small. Start with what you like, what interests you, right? You don't want to go and say, hey, I'm going to collect the whole entire DC line, all right? Because, a comic book fan over here too, you're not always going to like every single character, right? So for example, you want to do, if you like DC, get Batman, get all the variants of Batman, whether it's unmasked, mask, you have them gold, chrome, the list is endless, right? So but first start with what interests you, right? Trust me, it can be very, very overwhelming, especially if you just dive right in. Okay, so another one is in or out of box. Me personally, I prefer in box. If you guys seen the other videos, you know why. You put them in pop protectors, and you can stack them if they fall on the floor. Obviously not too high, not from the third floor or anything, or make them fly. They can withstand damage, right? And out of box, it's good as well, because you kind of, when you put them out of the box, you kind of miss the details. For example, this Pennywise metallic, you see, you kind of miss out on the detail, right? But if you keep them inside of a box, what you can do is you know, let's say that you want to trade or you want to sell it, you know, because you are restarting your collection. It's, you know, sometimes they're worth more inside the box, sometimes not by much, but they're worth more when they're in mint condition. And yeah, okay. So, and you can stack them. See, like right here, you have a few that you can stack. You can also get shelves. For out-of-box collectors, you can get something that you can get shelves as two. You can get like a display display case. You can get, what is the name of that? I have it at the tip of my tongue. Blah, 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 blah. Risers. So you can get risers, right? And they literally, it's obviously they're called risers, but they'll look like a staircase kind of, you know. So they'll go up and up like that. They'll have like a 4 or 5 row, and then it keeps going down, and it goes to the top. So those are pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I personally prefer inbox, because you know, I don't have to worry about the actual pop getting damaged. Worst case scenario, you know, if the box is it gets damaged, at least the inside figure will not. This one I got, I don't know, it's kind of broad. They ask, where do you buy Funko Pops? I mean, nowadays, anywhere, literally. You can go to 7-Eleven, gas stations, obviously here in the US, Target, Walmart, Hot Topic, Barnes and Nobles. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy it on eBay. I'm a little iffy about eBay, because there are some fake ones out there, right? Another important thing, once you start your collection, you want to keep track of your collection, right? I would like to say 500 something, more or less. And sometimes I'm at the store and I was like, damn, I like this one. Do I have it? I was like, damn, I don't remember. Should I get it? And you end up getting it. And then you get home and you're like, crap, it was there. So to avoid that, there's a couple of things that you can do. You can create, Stashpedia is good because it also gives you the pricing on it. Not too accurate, but you can actually put your collection there. And Pop Price Guide as well. Those are good to track your collection, to kind of see what it is. And the good thing is about using the Stashpedia and Pop Price Guide is, like, if you're gonna get, or if someone wants to gift you something, a Funko, right, you can actually add it to like a wish list. And Stashpedia has, I think it's a trophy that shows that it's in your collection, and then like a couple lines that means you can add to your wish list. You can add it onto your wish list, and you can anyone can follow you on Stashpedia, and you can say, hey, look, this person wants this one, let's go ahead and get it for them. The same thing if you want to trade or sell. If you guys want to follow me on Stashpedia, it's Pickpocket for me. You can see what I have going on. I don't think it's 100% accurate. It's getting there, because it's sometimes when you get a pop and it's not in Stashpedia, then you just, like, you know, display it, put it away, and then you kind of forget about it, which that always happens to me. I think this one was a joke. Who is Freddy Funko? Freddy Funko. So Freddy Funko is the Funko company's mascot, right? You'll see, I mean, Freddy Funko is like a little boy wearing a crown, and you'll see him in like the Marvel Freddy Funko wearing a Marvel, or Freddy Funko, I think, Walking Dead. I could be exaggerating that one, I'm not sure, but yeah, they actually make him come up on most of the Funkos. This one was a really good one, because a lot of people, I like this question, a lot of people ask and they say about these numbers, right? 475. So this number right here, obviously, right, is from the Pop movies. That's for, I guess, the specific line, right? So from Pop Movies 475, because you can see another pop with the number 475, but it'll have like games or TV shows. So always want to put these two together. But the question that I actually got was, what does the bottom code mean? So I assume they're talking about, let me see if I can get that in the light, about that. So it says JJL, right? So JJL is basically the factory that it was coming from. These numbers here, 180, 801, is actually the date backwards. Starting from the date, I'm sorry, the month, date, and year. So this one is going to be January 8th, 2018. That's what that means. Factory and the date that it was produced. Okay. And let's see what else we got. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do. Okay, this one's a pretty long one. How many types of pops are there? Holy crap! Okay, so for this one, I think I got most of them out. So we're gonna go down the list and check them out. So we have a common pop, right? So commons are probably gonna be like this one, Deadpool. So common means that you can pretty much get it in any store, and they're very popular. You can get them anywhere. Okay. So second is we have the flocked. Flocked means that it has like a fur type material on it. See, like my Jeffrey right here. See if I can get him in there in the light. Beautiful. And it'll say flocked. Okay, we have the glow in the dark, which is this one. Okay, that one's Megatron, Disney. That one glows in the dark, and we'll put that here. Then we have the metallics. So metallics is not that it's made out of metal, is that their paint is shiny, like a metallic paint. That's what that means. It's not that it's actual metallic. Okay, because that one was a person, I said, hey, I got the metallic, but it's not metallic. It's the paint, not the actual figure. Okay, you have the glitter or the sparkling ones now that they came up with. So I have an example of the glittering one. Hot Topic calls it the Diamond Collection. And it kind of glitters a little bit. Okay. And sparkles. So we have the clear, the faded ones, right? So you have, for example, you have Marvel's Vision. He's fading. That's from a Target exclusive. You have, for example, Carmen Sandiego from GameStop. She's also fading from the feet up. And then you have Ghost from Ant-Man. She's actually completely clear. And so you have the black and whites. I don't have any of the black and... Well, no, I lied. I have Alfred Hitchcock black and white. I don't have that one right here. But another example would be the black and white Daryl from The Walking Dead, number 145. And then you have another type of pop, which is vaulted or retired, right? So the vaulted or retired, I'm pretty sure I have it. I just tried to find it, but you know, that Alzheimer's, couldn't find it. So for vaulted or retired, you have an examples, okay? You have the Yondu number 74 from Marvel, not the Target exclusive, just the regular one. That one is vaulted. And you have Michael Jackson number 26, that one's vaulted as well. Okay, so for Chase, I don't have the Chase readily. I don't have the Chase or 10-inch pops readily available at the moment. So the Chase, I'll pick something out here and give you an example. So Chase, for example, they'll make this Pennywise, and they'll add a Chase, and it'll probably have like blood in the mouth. That's one of the actual ones that there is, but that's pretty much it. Another chase would be I have Mr. Bean, which is it was a really good show. I remember watching that when I was younger. You have Mr. Bean with when he gets his head stuck in the turkey. So that one is a chase. I actually have that one. So unmasked means, for example, Star-Lord number 52. You have a lot of Peter Parker's, Captain America's unmasked, and it's just literally they made one variant with the mask and then the other one without the mask. So that's the unmasked one. And then you have the bloody ones, right? Bloody ones would be, for example, Leatherface Pretty Woman mask from Hot Topic. That was a chase that had blood on it. And then you have, for example, another one from The Walking Dead, Rick number 67. You have that. And then you have exclusives. So exclusives means that you can only get them from that particular store. So, for example, we have, see, Toys R Us. That's a Toys R Us exclusive. You can only get this on Toys R Us. Obviously eBay as well, but if you physically get it in the store. I have a couple more. I have Hot Topic. You have exclusive Walgreens. See, this one's actually going to be part of a giveaway that is still going on until December. So December we're going to go announce the winner for this one. So those exclusives are, you can get them at that particular retailer or store. Okay, then we have the Comic-Con ones. I know I have that one somewhere. I think we'll just use this one, but you can get that at the Comic-Con conventions. This is from the 2017 Comic-Con. And you had, in my previous video I don't even remember where I put it. It's Ghost Rider or Doctor Strange as Ghost Rider. That one's from the LA Comic-Con. And then you have Funko Pops that you can only get from subscription boxes. So an example would be the the Amazon Marvel Collector Core. This is one of my favorite. Another one would be, I think there's another one coming out too, the 10 years of Marvel. That one's going to be coming out this month. They do sub boxes from like Loot Crate as well. Any subscription box, they normally just have those for those types of subscription boxes. And then of course you have your 9-inch pops. I don't have that readily available, but you have, for example, Daryl 14. That's the number from The Walking Dead. He's a 9-inch pop. You have a ton. You have Thanos, Puff Marshmallow from Ghostbusters. You have Dobby, Harry Potter. You have quite a few. I love the 9-inch pops. Let me see if I have them anywhere here. No, I don't. They just take up so much space. Like, wow. Between the 9-inch pops and, I mean, the bigger they make them, the faster I'm going to run out of space. Then you have Pop Rides. Man, Pop Rides. Those are awesome. I had the Michael Knight Pop Rider and James Bond in the Aston Martin. The one I have readily available is somewhere here that I had, and I lied. Oh no, there it is. Okay, give me 1 second. Spider-Man with the Spider-Mobile. So those are the Pop Rides. Okay, and let's see what else. Then you have 6-inch pops. You have from Harry Potter, Rubus Hagrid. 6-inch pop. I know I have one of those. Oh yes. And this one is Spider Hulk. See? I love this one. I love that combination. Then the ones that are kind of rare to get are prototypes, right? So the prototypes, they're actually sent to the store before they're mass produced, I guess, to get the okay, or to say, hey, no, change it up a bit. They're usually just like a mold of clay, if you will, right? So, well, not a clay, but you know. And those actually are worth a pretty penny. I mean, if you can get your hands on a prototype, that's awesome. Sometimes they give them away, or on Funko, they do, I think, giveaways through, if you follow them, they do like game nights Fridays or something like that. Sometimes they have a couple prototypes there. The one that I don't hear too much talk about is the DIYs, the do-it-yourself Funko Pops. I'm tempted to try it. I just, man, it's just, I think that's really time consuming. Just, you know, get the clay and everything, but it is so cool. They actually make them in male and female, and you can literally make your own Funko Pop from scratch. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, okay, so I got one here. What do you do for out of box pops that tip over a little bit? Well, yeah, that's a good one. Now when the head is a little bit heavy or something, they actually put like a little disc in the pops. If you don't have make sure that if you get them, you look inside the plastic of the box. They will have like a little disc. If you have the older ones that do not include the disc, you can get like Play-Doh. To be honest with you, like a little small amount of Play-Doh, and you just put it on their foot, and that's it. Or putty. You can do either or. I would, you know, it just depends what you have handy. And for what do you use for glow in the dark pops? So for the glow in the dark pops, you can do a couple things. I'm gonna reach over here really quick. You can do black light pen, or you can actually buy a black light. Right? See if this will work here. Since we got it out, might as well, right? Now you're not gonna be able to see it with my lights. But yeah, go like that. You charge it up a bit, and it'll glow in the dark. Really good questions, everyone. I mean, keep them coming. You guys can email me, pitpocketforme@gmail.com. Social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, pitpocketforme. Okay, and I hope that answers everyone. Let me just go over their types of pops. That one was a long one. So this is kind of like a beginner slash, you know, collector guide, I guess, because yeah, that's pretty much it. I answered all of them. If you have any more, please drop them by. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed a couple of the pops. You guys probably seen them on the videos before. But if you haven't, you know, thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, share that video. And Alzheimer's again, damn it. As always, Hulk smash that like button. Have a great one, guys.